It is wintertime here in Kansas City, and that has me thinking about painting snow. Snow is such a fantastic subject to paint, and today I'm going to tell you 3 common mistakes I see when people are painting snow. Mistake number 1, they paint their snow white. You might think, well, snow is white, so why wouldn't we paint it white? But this interesting thing happens with snow. When there's snow laying on the ground, snow reflects the color of the light that's around it. So if you really focus on snow, you can see some warm colors, some cool colors. It really does take on and reflect the color temperature that is around it. So we want to be mindful of this in our snow paintings, and we don't want to just leave the snow as the white of the paper. So in this scene, I'm using a little bit of lavender mixed with rose madder permanent, a little bit of raw sienna in some of it, letting these colors mix and blend to create a really alive, organic feeling of snow. The number 2 problem I see in snow scenes is not painting the sky dark enough. Typically in a lot of scenes that we paint, the sky is one of the lightest areas of your painting. But when you are painting snow scenes, the sky is actually darker than the snow and sometimes can even land in your middle values rather than your lights. So if we can keep this in mind and paint the sky as dark as it needs to be, we are really going to create that feeling of light shining off of the snow. And so often that feeling is missing when people are painting snow and they're not using the correct values. Most of the time we are going to be painting that snow color in our first wash, and then we are coming back in after it has dried and painting a dark, richer sky around the areas that have snow on them. And then after that, we're coming back in with some darks. And if you can follow this method, if it is true to your scene, you are going to really create a strong, vibrant feeling of light in your snow scenes. And the number 3 problem I see in a lot of snow scenes is there are too many hard edges. Snow often creates a really soft, beautiful, gentle landscape. We want to take advantage of an amazing part of watercolor, and that is painting wet into wet. So in our first wash of the painting, when we are painting the snow, let these colors blend and merge on the paper. You can even create some soft shadows on the snow if you go in with a little bit darker value. And this is really a nice touch, and one reason why watercolor works so well for snow scenes is because we can really take advantage of these soft edges and painting wet into wet. Snow isn't always white. Mix in some other colors. Look at the colors that the snow is reflecting. Often the sky is darker than the snow. Be mindful of values in your snow scenes and take advantage of soft edges. Really capture that lovely, gentle, soft covering of snow that can be created in these winter scenes. If you can keep these 3 things in mind, you will paint better, more natural snow scenes in watercolor. Have you ever been really excited about a painting and you get all set up, you find that right reference that you're excited about, and then it's time to go and you feel lost? You ever had that experience? You just are having a hard time finding consistency. Some of your paintings turn out, some of your paintings don't turn out, and you're not really sure why. Well, I have a free resource that I want to give to you today that can help exactly with these problems. My 5 steps to plan a successful watercolor painting. I walk you through the crucial planning phase of your painting that will help you understand what you're going to paint first, second, and third. The planning is really so important, especially in watercolor. This medium is harder to correct. It's so immediate. So having that plan is very important. I send you a PDF that you can download. And the great thing about this is you can have it on your phone, you could print it out, and you can take a look at these crucial planning steps before you start each painting to ensure that you're thinking through these important things as you get started. You can download this right now before you start your next painting. All you have to do is follow this link here and download my 5-step guide to planning a successful watercolor painting.